Hi, my name is Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and motivational speaker. It's Technology Review Day. Today I'm going to review the Back UPS battery pack by APC. Is this the best and potentially only extension battery pack for an uninterruptible power supply or UPS? Let's find out. So first of all, what is a battery backup supply? Well, I've got a computer here, some speakers, printers, just like most people, laptops and whatever else. But what happens when the power goes out? You're working on your great novel, your communication, your Photoshop work, the lights momentarily flicker and pow! Shoot! Oh my gosh! The power goes out and bazow. Or you've got routers and cable modems and some security systems. And again, maybe there's a storm going, maybe you have the power flicker, and all of a sudden, all your gear freaks out. What do? I've got a solution for you. But first, let me ask you, please hit the subscribe button below. That totally helps my channel keep flowing so I can bring this information to you. All you do is just hit that little subscribe button below, and it's an easy click for you, and it helps me out. Thank you very much. So what is a battery backup if you don't know what it is? So what this is this unit here. I'm going to bring the camera in there. This unit right here is a battery backup system that hooks to my computer that even if the power goes out, I could go to the circuit breaker, trip it right now, this thing would start beeping, warning me, hey, the power's gone out, and you should start doing something. So where I'm at right now, I had a couple winter storms come through. The power dropped in and out like 23 times in one night and then throughout the next day. It was insane. So that is a huge factor. Man, imagine the power going on and off on your computer, your laptop, your audio equipment, or your computer server, or whatever you have. Eventually that can actually damage stuff. I know I've had routers that I used to buy get fried just by one, not a direct lightning strike, but nearby. So I got sick of having gear trouble and having the power go on and off, and I couldn't work. So I finally decided to buy a battery backup system. We'll check it out right here. And there are a huge variety and options of these things, anywhere from a real small unit to a very large unit. And in fact, let me come right back. Let me grab my other one and I'll show you. There we go. So here's my other battery backup system. It's I've got the brand new box here. It's a 650 volt or VA. I can't remember what the model number is on this thing. It's here somewhere. But in any case, I've got multiple battery backup systems for other computers and critical equipment that I don't just want to uncontrollably have shut off. So it's very tempting, like if you run a pretty big iMac or you've got a lot of stuff going, to get a smaller unit. I know it's like, I don't know, anywhere from $70 to $120, but believe me, this is 600 VA, this is 1500. Now I know that it seems like big overkill versus this, but when you're running a lot of equipment and gear, it can actually matter. So I'm gonna put this out of the way. So you've got this set, it's all rocking, but man, I really wish I had some extended power. Voila. APC actually has something for you. Now, mind you, I am not sponsored by APC. I don't receive any compensation from them or free products or anything. So just know that this is a review based on things that I buy and I purchase. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do an unboxing of this unit just to show you what it's like. I'm going to show you the display on the unit when I hook it up. I've never actually opened this. This is my first time with the battery extension pack. So I hope it goes well. Otherwise my video is not going to do so well. So we're going to open this box here and do that. Do the usual unboxing. Now, this isn't like Ryan's Toys where it's super exciting. I nerd out about battery backup systems and everything. But for me, keeping my machines going, I can work even up to like half an hour before I have to save. It's really nice. So if I'm working on something critical, I can still do it. So I have all the usual styrofoam, and always, of course, make sure to recycle and all that sort of good stuff. They've got the instruction cards here, standard material, and the battery backup unit. Now they're heavy. Ugh, this is really heavy. It's probably like 30 plus pounds, and then boom, styrofoam right there, voila. So it comes in this nice bag, and they actually have a battery qualification test on here. All this data, BR24, tested, check mark. So it comes in a standard plastic bag. Again, use that recycling, use it for your cat poo or your dog poo or trash. Be careful. Of course, with plastic bags with small children, there always is a danger of suffocation. And you take this guy out, and voila, there you go. Now, again, it doesn't look terribly exciting. Let me tilt the camera down here so you can see what it is. And it has this really funky cord on the back. I mean, what the heck is this all about? Well, in fact, what this does is this unit actually will hook into my big battery unit, and it should extend the capacity by a lot. Now, before I hook that up, I'm going to show you that on the front, it's just got the usual display. I mean, nothing too crazy here. But on the bottom somewhere, I think, wherever it is, let's see. Since I didn't read the instructions, we're not going to find out. I'm going to have to read the instructions. Boo. Okay. Well, I'll have to find out where how to replace the batteries in this thing. Battery wear and tear. Now, do note that these units, the batteries only last a couple years. So if you think you're going to buy this and it's going to cruise for 10 years, do not be fooled. The manufacturer APC, Triplite, there's a couple others. They tell you should get about 3 years out of the battery. So, I mean, that doesn't seem like a lot, but for these batteries, it's actually a big deal. So, no problem there. All right, I'm going to read the instructions. I know it's not very manly. Took it up. Replace, let's see. So, crud. Oh, well. I've got things in Russian here. Cool. All right. Let's see there. I can feel the battery inside. Huh. Well, we're going to rip the plastic off at least, and we'll go from there. Yeah, sexy. All right, cool. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my UPS system. So one of the things about the big end professional systems is they can actually be hot swapped. So I'm going to move my little router switch here, and I'm going to pull this guy out. Now, barely. Now, I'm going to have to switch over to my other camera because I don't want to unplug all this gear. I actually want to show it being hot swapped and hooked up. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this cord around just a little bit. Now, you'd make sure, this is a critical thing, is not to hook up multiple UPSs to each other. It's kind of like a plumber thing here, huh? Okay, so in theory, I'm going to plug this guy into the main unit. It's all going to come up, and I'll look online and figure out how the heck to crack this thing open just to show you what it looks like. And we're just going to hot plug it right in right now. My iMac is on. You can see that right there. iMac is on. And I'm going to hook that up, and we're going to see what happens. All right, here we go. Hopefully I can figure out the right way to plug it in. They have to be right next to each other. Okay, here we go. Boom. Load. Alrighty, 9% out. 60 hertz, 120 volts, events 0. Estimated runtime, 314 minutes. Now that is hilarious. So what I'm going to do is I don't believe that at all, but hey. So what we're going to do is I'm going to plug in the unit, and I'm going to show you. I've got my computer. I'll fire it up here, and I'll get rid of some stuff. And what I'm going to do is I have my router, my cable modem, all this stuff hooked up. My iMac is running right now. It's doing nothing totally crazy. But right now the unit with the battery pack is saying I can get 260 minutes of runtime. That's insane. I don't believe that because this battery has to be calibrated out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug it, hopefully. And I'm just going to yank the cord here. I'll show you that. Just to show you that in theory, this should be easy to do. All right, boom. And all of a sudden, I'm down to 65 minutes of runtime. So theoretically, adding this battery pack gave me an additional 200 minutes. So theoretically, I could plug this battery pack in 260 minutes. I mean, that's like 4 hours plus of runtime. I mean, if I'm not rendering video or anything. So that is pretty incredible. Do I totally believe that extended runtime? In some ways I do, simply because the batteries in this unit are about 1.5 years old, and the batteries in this unit are completely brand new and fresh. So I'm going to record that. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see what's going on. And we're going to plug it in and watch what happens. Boom. All of a sudden, I have 200 additional minutes of runtime on this thing. So 260 minutes means I can do general operations. My cable modem will stay up. My router will stay up. My Wi-Fi hotspot. My audio rig. My speakers. Are my speakers hooked up to it? I can't remember. Not my printers. I never hook up the printers to this thing. That's not the point. I don't need to print in a hurry. But my iMac will keep running 260 minutes. I mean, that's like 4 hours of runtime. That is literally mind-blowing. I can't believe that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here for a moment, and I'm going to look up to see how to open this thing up, and I'll show you. Okay, after a little bit of inspection and looking online, I might as well just extend this video of how to replace the battery packs in this thing. Now, in the main UPS, it's actually extremely easy. The batteries can be hot swapped. You just simply turn it on its side. There's a little panel here. In fact, I'll just show you right now since I'm doing it, just to show you what it's like. There's like nothing to it. You just pop this guy open, pop that there. You pull the battery pack out, and voila, you've got it. So I'm just going to pull that out, that's how you could pull it out. You can do it hot, but I'm not going to do it just because I don't want to mess with it. But it totally works, and it works very well. So it's literally all you need to do. These battery packs are, I don't know, I'll put a link below on Amazon of how to get those. But the battery pack in the main unit actually takes a little more disassembly. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well, just to give you a complete review of what's in this thing. And now I figured out why it lasts so long. So there's a little hole on the bottom here. You just simply pry that up, and hopefully don't break the plastic too much. Okay, pull that out, lift it up. Now there's a reason this is really heavy. Okay, so there's the case unit. Cool. It's got a bunch of screws in here, so you need to unscrew all this business. Do not lose all the screws, because then you will have a screw loose. Ha 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 ha. All right, 1, 2. This is part of the review. It's actually kind of fun. 3. Okay, and another 6 screws on back. This will keep you busy for a moment. Let me raise this up. And hopefully we'll find out if they are the same size screws, that we don't have to think about stuff. Looks like they're the same size screws. Cool. So you can just pile it all together. And this thing is full of batteries. I mean, they didn't really put too much doodad electronics in here, which is really, really cool. Now, note too that theoretically the batteries are shipped fully charged, but over time of sitting in the warehouse, definitely not. Okay, so we're going to do this. Almost done here. Now I'm not going to take the batteries out. I just want to see that it can be done, show you how to do it. It's pretty easy. Unscrew this, unscrew this. Lots of unscrewing. Okay, standard Phillips head. No problem there. And now, let's see which side is up. It's probably not the side that I want, of course. Oh, I'm going to take off my battery voltage test here, since this is a brand new unit. Okay, so it'll pop off that way. So you will then unscrew the back. The back, once you unscrew it, falls right off. So you unscrew the back here, and that just falls right off there. And now you can lift the shell, theoretically. Hello? Oh, okay. Other way. All right, so once you get this guy cracked open, you've unscrewed the front, you've unscrewed the back, and everything seems good. There are these little tabs in here that you have to lift off, just lift a little bit, and then don't break it, of course, because those are my funny fail videos. There we go. Once you get these loosened up here, then you just simply slide this off. Voila. And this is why you get 200 extra minutes out of this thing, is it has 4 replaceable battery packs in here, CP1290. I'll look them up and put a link to the video below. So that is pretty crazy. I mean, this thing, the main UPS unit, it's got a good replaceable battery and all that. These are whatever sealed lead acid type batteries. So the extension pack literally has 4 sealed lead acid batteries in it. I mean, it is crazy. So just to show you here what all's in there. That's nuts. So duly impressive. I have to say it wasn't terribly expensive, but now I can get up to 4 hours of runtime with a crazy battery extension, so it is definitely well worth to go on the APC link below. That's the link I'll provide you to buy it there and get the ability to extend with battery packs. That just blows my mind how much power is in this thing. My name is Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and motivational speaker. Thank you very much for watching my tech days. Please like and comment on the channel. To get all the links, just hit the little arrow to the bottom right of the video, expands it out. You can check out all the links. Scroll to the bottom, leave me a comment, let me know how I'm doing. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.